We here at Mayhem Media
understand the trials and tribulations of life.
No matter how hard life can get.
Suicide is never the answer.
There's more assistance available today than ever before.
If you or a loved one are suffering from suicidal thoughts, please don't try and take it on alone.
Call or text 988 if you live in the United States.
Or if you're in Great Britain, call 116123 or text 85258.
The world is a better place with you in it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome back to the greatest wrestling review show to ever do it. I am the last outlaw, Jesse James, joined as always from across the pond by my partner, the one and only, Conner Clarkson. Conner, how are we doing today?
I'm cushy. How are you?
Not doing too shabby. So with the weather turning like it has, perhaps we should inform people where they could get some fantastic Mayhem Media merchandise.
Yes, we should. At www.bonfire.com/door/Mayhem Media shop.
All right, before we get into it, make sure you like and share, subscribe to the page, all the fun stuff. Let's get right into it. Monday Night Raw.
This week has just been shit.
So many promos, so little matches. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. Why did we have 2.5 and an hour and a half, 4 hours of wrestling for 4 matches this week again? We got 3 on Raw and 2 on SmackDown in 5 hours. We'll just get right into it. Lyra versus Becky, or not Becky, Bailey. Decent match. Ended in a draw. It's like they have no creative to keep a story going anymore. It's like, oh, we don't know how to keep this going. Well, if they tie, they have to wrestle again.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah. At least a double DQ or something would make sense to keep it going.
Legit, rather than just a double bullshit pin.
Yeah.
And move on. Do you know what I mean? It was
kind of move on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what was the point of this? In the clear-cut match of the night, New Day versus the Judgment Day for the tag team titles. I didn't really notice it until recently. But when did Xavier Woods get built like a house?
It's all that extra wrestling activity with our page.
But yeah, it's like all of a sudden Xavier Woods is a giant, and I didn't even notice it.
He's definitely been putting in some form of work.
Yeah, he's definitely been putting the work in for sure, whether it's the gym or what, but I still can't get over him blanking his feet in that picture with the tag team titles. Like, sir, we've seen far more than your feet.
Yes, we have.
Goodness.
But honestly,
I know we got. Go ahead.
Roll the shit. So was SmackDown.
Yeah. The only other match we had for Raw was Sami Zayn and Penta versus Braun Breaker and the dude who makes no sense being in the group. Did Bronson Reed not Tsunami Splash Seth Rollins like 7 friggin' times last year?
Yep.
I don't. And of course, predictably, Braun and Bill Hole win. But it's that whole faction makes no sense.
Don't get me wrong. I understand keep your friends closer, but your enemies closer. I understand they've played into that, but still, it don't make sense.
No, it doesn't. And they're not, it seems like they're not putting any sort of effort into it.
They've not put effort into quite a lot recently.
That's very true.
Wyatt 6.
It is very true. So should we drop the announcement now or the end of the episode?
We'll do it at the end of the episode. Why not?
All right, tune in to after the SmackDown coverage. We have a huge announcement coming. Conner, take away the SmackDown coverage. Do I have to?
Right. Yep, you take your coffee in a British mug first. Hogwarts.
Cauldrons, sir.
Yeah, so basically, like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they've swapped SmackDown from 3 hours into 2 hours. But you would think, doing that, they'd have at least an extra match and far less fucking promos and bullshit. Like, because obviously it's meant to now be what, a 2-hour show?
Roughly.
When I rewatched it on Netflix, an hour and 20 minutes. Like, what sort of fuckery is that? Please explain to me.
That's Saturday morning WCW stuff.
I'm not even going to lie. I've seen more matches on a Saturday night main event than I have on this week's SmackDown.
I ran more matches in the Canton Town Hall this weekend than WWE ran in 2 separate arenas.
Exactly. Like, what did you do? 5, 6 matches, was it?
5.
Nice.
But one of them was a 2 out of 3 falls Lucha Rules match. Went 35 minutes and was fantastic.
Nice.
Shout out Jalen Ridge and Panda Style Eric only.
Yep. 100%. I mean, here's the thing. We've had 3 matches on Raw, 2 on SmackDown. That's what? 4.5 hours of product.
We got 71 promos, though.
71. I thought it was 74.
Right? I mean, I could have missed a few.
I must have overcounted one of the 2. But,
there's a couple you had to scan the QR code in the background to see.
Oh, God. I love this job. I really fucking do. But no, seriously, 4.5 hours of product for basically what is a glorified house show.
Yeah.
And more matches on, and the same amount of matches, but double the time for Saturday night main event. Like,
yeah, it's
what in the fuck? Like,
it's gonna be shit, though.
I'm not even going to cover all the promos because I'd be here all fucking night.
Right.
But literally, you had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus the Secret Service. Mid. Fucking mid.
I love the Secret Service, bro. But yeah, that was mid. I'll give you that. But the Secret Service is great.
And then, I can't believe I'm saying this, but match of the night. match of the night. Jacob and Jimmy versus Solo and JC Mateo. Again.
Just hurts to say.
All right. Solo and Jeff Cobb versus Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso. Let's get it right. It was going okay. But then why did you have to bring everyone else out? Like, I understand bringing out Hiccolo. And he is always going to be called Hiccolo. Fuck this shit. Because he's just started. Get him introduced. Get him on some sort of role. But really, Tama Tonga, no point in bringing him out.
I mean, I'll take Tama Tonga on my screen anytime I can get it, honestly.
It's either that or Tongaloa fucking botching everything.
No, leave Tonga low on the sidelines.
Yeah. Get him as the fucking mouthpiece. Get him as the mouthpiece for the bloodline.
No, don't do that.
Well, it's better than watching him try and not botch every fucking move.
Just let Solo talk.
True. Or get Hiccolo doing a little bit.
No, God, no. Don't let Hiccolo talk. You ever hear a Giant Gonzalez promo? There's a reason.
True. But what I seriously don't understand is how fucking Tama Tonga has not done the bitches and hoes and flaming Doritos fucking promo. We need that to come back.
You know why.
We know why. We just don't understand why.
We just don't understand why.
We just
Give us what I want!
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm going to get that Batista soundbite and put it in for next week's episode as well.
Please. Please.
Speaking of next week's episode, Jesse, you have an announcement.
Well, Into the Barricade will be having a new co-host with us, possibly two if all goes as planned. And we have decided to expand our coverage from solely WWE to include AEW as well. We all watch the product. Most of us feel like the product in AEW is better. There's a lot more things to cover, add a little variety, couple more opinions. Excited for Michael and JD to start joining us.
Hang on, I'm pretty sure we've got that somewhere.
I thought we did, but wasn't sure.
We've got something somewhere.
We got something somewhere, that's for sure. So in all reality, with 4 matches this week, I don't really count Bailey and Lyra. It was a 4-minute draw.
Legit.
Can't really count it. There ain't too much to talk about, so this is a short, sweet episode. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out the socials, the Bonfire Storefront / Mayhem Media. And yeah, /shop. There we go. That's why you run that promo.
Exactly.
For the last outlaw, Jesse James, that's Conner Clarkson. We're Mayhem Media. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Into the Barricade.